hate to interrupt the kick-off slow-mo explosion, but we should probably introduce who's who in the burning vehicle. That's UK's Prime Minister, aka the President of England, Sam Clark, US President / action movie star Will Derringer, and MI6's top agent, Noel Basset. 24 hours ago, somebody shot down Air Force One over unfriendly territory. And these two made it out. Now, they'll embark on a breathtaking adventure.
You know, like when you see a movie and you think it's gonna be not as good, and then it turns out to be better than what you thought it was. That's Heads of State. Now, Heads of State essentially stars John Cena, as we see Idris Elba and Priya. I can't always pronounce her name. Priya Korpani. I think that's how you say it. Jonas. She's Nick Jonas's wife. But so the movie essentially stars John Cena and Idris Elba. John Cena plays Will Dillinger, who is a former action star, kind of action hero who turned president, and Idris Elba plays Sam Clark, pretty much the prime minister of London. And these two are essentially the heads of state, and they are on Air Force One, and it is attacked by a terrorist who they have both been searching for, and Will and Sam are able to escape, and now they must figure out how this person got into their organization and who was actually on the enemy side. Now they must navigate through the terrain of Europe while trying to evade these would-be assassins and killers who are coming for them. Now, essentially, like, I have to say, like, the only negative I will say about this movie was John Cena, and not like to the aspect of what you're thinking. I'm just so used to seeing John Cena in these action movies and like being an action hero, and it's funny he plays a president that was an action hero, but then like when things start happening, he's really not about that action. And so that was the only like bad thing I really didn't like about this movie, but that was it. Like everything else besides this movie was amazing. Like the action was dope. Like the suspense in this shit was dope. But the chemistry between Idris Elba and John Cena is electric. Like though they have a very love-hate relationship, even though like John Cena's character Will is like this kind of like over the top, like, I respect you, why can't you respect me? And then Sam Clark is kind of like, man, fuck you and the horse you rode in on, because he just hates the way that how Will just is moved so freely, and just kind of like everyone pretty much likes him, but he does not. He thinks he's not a real president because, you know, he was an action hero or whatever. But their chemistry is electric. But shout out to the man in this movie that stood out to me the most. Jack Quaid as the station agent was hilarious. He stole the show in this movie. Next to him and Priya, they probably had like the best action scenes, but he only had like one action scene, and it pretty much almost stole the show. He was hilarious. He was charismatic, and he was funny as fuck. And it was like, oh, with this little skinny dude, he ain't gonna do nothing action packed, and he like just shows up everyone. Like his scene in this movie, when you see it, is you're gonna be like, oh yeah, he did that. But all in all, like a very solid movie, a very interesting, intricate plot. Like it's almost one of those who's like, okay, you know who the villain is, you know who the bad guy is, but is that really the main person who's kind of the stringing, you know, pulling the strings behind the ropes, if you will? And you think it's one person, and you find out, oh, it's the other person. Oh, like, you know, now there are a couple of little over the top scenes, that things that you just know as a head of the state, like the presidents have more security than anything. So a lot of this stuff obviously is a movie that can't happen to them. Like people can't jump in the G20 summit and just start shooting. Like there's no way in hell you can get in there. Like, but for the most part, that's it. Like there was really like, this was an action-packed movie. Comes out July 2nd on Amazon Prime, and they're doing another screening actually tomorrow. I might go see it again tomorrow, but I'll just wait for it to come on TV. But I will watch this again.